Good morning and welcome to another episode of Coffee with the Tasty Show, brought to you by Dirty Cactus Soap and Gifts. And we are here at an amazing, really cool store that you wouldn't even know about, Colliope, right? I said it right. There we go. And it's over here on Grant and Silver Bell. If you avoid the accident that's on Grant and I-10, you can come from either direction. It's a really cool little store that it has everything, and we have some amazing hosts today. And Kelly, how you doing?
I'm wonderful. I'm so happy to be here. This is like my happy place.
Yes. Well, I can imagine with all the crafts and stuff. But more importantly, they have some amazing food, and we're going to talk about that. And we're going to talk about their amazingly sourced coffee. Not sourced coffee, but sourced coffee. And where it comes from and everything else. Why don't you go ahead and introduce our guest today, Kelly?
Yes. You know what? And I literally just drew a complete blank. So Shannon Diarpo, am I saying that correctly? Diarpino. I'm so sorry. Diarpino. I was like, I didn't think about that. She's the owner of Colliope, and it was a beautiful story of the way it came about, and she was able to share it with me. And so I know that she has lots of vendors and lots of history that comes in with it, with all the people and all the different Tucson vendors. And can you share a little bit about that?
Yeah, absolutely. So Colliope was kind of born out of representing the makers here in Tucson. And I grew up down here, and ironically swore I would never live in Tucson again. But in 2019, moved back from Minneapolis area, where my husband's work had taken us. And I love it here. I just absolutely love it. It's a talented, talented city. The food, the art, all of that. And I was a maker myself and involved in different stores in Minneapolis, and was trying to find a place to sell my items. And got referred to lots of different places, and really nothing kind of clicked for me. And so much to my husband's angst, I said, I think I want to start a store. And so Colliope was born, and really it was really fun building all of the makers here. I have some people that have been here since our doors opened. And then we've just curated along the time the makers that are part of this collaborative. And I do like to call it a collaborative because we do have an aspect of kind of buy-in, so when you come in, it's the makers who are working our shop. And so you can really put a face to that maker. We do custom work. And since we moved into this space a year ago, I brought on the food, because we used to be at St. Mary's and I-10, and that was not a very secure place for food items, with things that grew legs. Yes. So I was really excited to incorporate our Desert Air Market, is what I like to call the front section of our store. So you'll find all local food items that are made here in Tucson. That one actually, ironically, is shipped in, I will say, but the story is beautiful.
Well, let's talk about the coffee first, because I think that one's more closer to home, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So we sell proudly Cafe Justo, and this is probably, I like to say, as local as you can get. It's grown in Chiapas, Mexico, and it is fresh. It's brewed in Agua Prieta, so on our border.
So it's roasted just outside of our border.
Yes, and right outside of Douglas. My mom became involved with them through kind of an outreach program. And she's actually been down and farmed with the farmers twice down there. And they love to have you educated about everything, even selling the coffee.
Absolutely.
And so they are USDA certified organic, but one thing I learned is it's millions of dollars to buy just the sticker to put on the bag. And so they have chosen to save that money and get it to the farmers versus actually having that sticker
so you
on
get the
bag.
benefit, but not the sticker.
Yes. So it is, and it's only $12 for a full pound of coffee.
Yeah, I noticed
organic.
Oh, well then, there it is.
It's insane, and it's delicious. I drink dark roast every morning.
It's
I'm looking at producer Tina off camera going, hey,
fill the bag.
Go buy them out.
Fill the bag. Fill the bag.
So we roast the regular roast here at the shop. We offer, we usually have coffee brewing on the weekends.
Mm-hmm.
And then
so when you shop, you get to taste it.
Absolutely.
Try it before you buy.
Yes, absolutely. And my mom also started putting together little bags where it was just one pot. Because a lot of people, they're like, I'm really picky about my coffee, so I want to make sure I really like it.
Everybody should be picky about their coffee.
Absolutely.
And where it's coming from, how it's roasted, who's roasting it. One of the things that I don't like about some of the coffees is when you get into the coffee and it's that cherry tart taste. And it's usually a very specific, from a very specific region.
Yep.
And for whatever reason, everybody's obsessed with making cold brew with it. And it's so disappointing every time. And then every once in a while, you get a really good one. Like Savaya actually has the what is it, Science Coffee.
Mm-hmm.
And whatever they did to that coffee, I just need to move in.
I know. Agreed.
Or delivered every morning. But this actually hits just right. I was actually a little hesitant on thank you for the refill and on what it was going to be like. And this actually is really good. Now, I would probably
you drink yours
put
black, so it's naked. There's nothing doctoring it up, so it's just the pure flavor.
I like to say it's not impeded by all the additives.
Yes, I know. My mom's the same way, so trust me. She's, and it's funny because she goes, she's been down there, seeing the work that it takes to grow it, and it's all. That's another beautiful thing. I was the one where when I started drinking coffee, it would just kill my stomach, and so it's all shade grown, so it's a very low acid coffee, so people that are sensitive tend to not be bothered by this coffee.
That's the other part. I see that.
And so I personally would be like a squirrel around this place if I drank our regular roast daily. So I drink the dark roast, which that was something else I didn't know as a coffee consumer until working with them.
The less caffeine.
Yes, it brews off the caffeine, but you get the flavor. The other thing you'll notice in the bags is it has the actual farmer's name on the bag, and then it has the roasted date when it was actually roasted. And so it's really beautiful. So my mom will see a bag with somebody she actually stayed with, and farmed with, and she's like, I have to buy this bag, and just out of that camaraderie. And a lot of times in our beans, you'll see the bag is like oily because they're so
absolutely
great. I mean, they're just beautiful. I'm a mom, so most of the time I hit the ground.
We're attempting to work with a very busy individual that roasts their own coffee here. Actually, it's just down the street from you, and they would have other words to say about oily coffee, and it would be gross to them. But they like drier then. Yeah, and it presents differently in the cup, and they actually have a whole tasting room and a snifter room that they pour out the different blends.
Very scientific in there.
And they blend everything together. But we should introduce you to them because you need to get their coffee down here as soon as possible. I think it just, and then you have some variety. But this is amazing coffee. Now you have you have a lot of food items.
We do. We have I'm a little biased. We have local honey that is the best.
Oh, you should be biased with that.
Yeah, because you know what? If you're not drinking coffee, you should definitely be drinking tea. And if you can put the local, it helps with allergies too.
And we do have local
honey in tea is absolutely incredible, and everybody should be doing it because it actually gives it a better flavor. It's better for you, and it helps to build your immunity to all the wonderful flowers and pollens that we have in Tucson.
I was just gonna say that, and it's funny when we get that. No, you're good. I'm
going to
glad
turn
you
my
know
own
that.
mic off
No. But that's what I love about the Tucson Gold is that it'll come in and people will start to recognize, like, if it's a spring honey, it's a lighter, heavier, and so they're like, yep, absolutely, and it's all wildflower based here in Tucson. It's fabulous. I have people that come in and buy jars and jars of it, so I keep him busy, and I felt really excited that he allowed me to bring him in the store. He does also do the Mercado San Agustin Farmers Market on Thursdays, and so you can find him there, and I believe Rito too, so he's all around Tucson as well. But
I love taking honey and chopping ginger. Yes. And then mixing it with that and then using that as a tea. And every time I have a sore throat, boom, it's just gone. Like just a scoop or two of that. And then I don't feel guilty because it's not like you're getting a sugar high. You're getting, like local good honey, you know, and if you can, man, I mean, it's only $38 for this giant, huge, awesome thing of local honey.
It doesn't look filtered. So
that's pure.
That's awesome. So it's raw, unfiltered honey.
Yeah, raw natural.
And
mesquite and desert wildflower. Yeah. And it's called
Are we reimbursing the bees for the honey, or is that not something that they're really addressing right now? No, I'm just kidding. Sorry, I'll stop.
Well, I would let you talk to Dave about that. I'm not the honey expert, the bee expert, but I know that he has had to rehome some bees for some friends recently.
Oh my, so that's awesome that he does that. He does that,
and he works with a lot of farmers around here too. So that's where his bees live.
So if you have a swarm, you should call.
He says he's not going up in a 12-story building to help you, but yes.
If you have a swarm in a bush at the front yard, call him Tucson Honey.
Yeah, it's
Tucson Honey Company.
Yeah,
Tucson Honey Company, and they'll help rehome them because
they can give you advice for sure, because that's so we cool. had a swarm come through and I freaked out, but I was actually I went on and searched it, and it's just a new. They're trying to find a new hive.
It's a new queen.
Totally,
and they split off when the hives get big enough, and it's they're not really in stinging mode either. Nope. They're just protection mode and protect the queen, and the queen's massive, and the queen doesn't have a stinger.
Yep. And they're all like fattened up, so they just ate a ton of stuff to go carry and build the new hive. So it is interesting. Science. I love it.
Right?
Bees are insane.
I know, right?
Well, speaking of natural, delicious things that come out of Tucson, better than provisions.
I'm sure that they work with some honey, too.
And I was just looking at that. I was trying to see if any of these ones had any honey in it, but it doesn't seem like these particular blends had honey. But these ones have 5-nut blend. There's some pumpkin seeds, coconut oil, pumpkin pie spice in this one.
So let's dive into that for just a second. With that blend, you're getting enough fats and you're getting those proteins, those plant proteins that it's great for hiking, where you're not going to be, your body's not going to be overwhelmed. It's
a great hiking snack.
Great energy, but it won't sustain you. Still go eat a steak after you're done hiking.
Please.
From Earl Premium Beef.
Yes.
VEPremiumbeef.com.
But if you're not, keto friendly.
Premiumbeef.com.
Sorry.
No.
I didn't realize you were still saying it.
You're good.
I'm so sorry. Keto friendly, so you can have this first and then have your steak, which would be wonderful. But it's also vegan friendly if that's not your deal. And it's grain free, 3 net carbs, gluten free. So it checks a lot of boxes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And biasedly, you didn't bring my favorite one. They have the cayenne, so it's a sweet heat. Oh, my favorite. So that's the cayenne mix. So they have vanilla, pumpkin, and cayenne.
Wow.
I think they should use chiltepines. It'd be a little more local flavored.
So we have it's funny, we have a Pepita Brittle by Kim's Confections. So she's another person.
Kim's Confections.
Yes. So she's another person that we carry here that's local. And the Pepita Brittle has the chiltepine spice to it. It's amazing.
When I was doing the pre-interview with you, I should have asked you, who don't you work with in Tucson? I think it would have been a shorter list.
Yeah, we have we're pushing about 40 vendors.
Wow, that's incredible.
It's and it's everything, like you said. We have everything. So we redo furniture. We offer classes. We teach you how to do what we do. We offer kid classes. We're really just growing that aspect, and our classes do sell out fast. So if you see them pop up, grab it if you're interested. And all of our teachers are so fabulously talented. And I'm trying to work with some of these food peeps to come and work with us too in here and just show. Yeah, that's
I can introduce you to a few.
Yeah, I want to do like a mixologist thing here. I think like because we do have a BYOB license for our classes.
You do,
but I think it would be really fun to
girls' night
show people like they bring in the pieces and we show them how to make them amazing. So
that's actually that's awesome. That's actually really good.
I mean, you guys, could probably
I'm writing
bring in Laramida.
I'm writing a note.
Yeah. Yes, there's a wonderful local wine. But then for me, I mean, like I said, this is my happy place because I love all things crafts. And to be honest with you, there's a lot of crafts that I don't know how to do. You know, like I don't. And unless I have somebody to kind of show me, then I'm not going to do it right. I'm going to waste my resources and I'm going to, buy everything I need to know. I mean, if you're a crafter, you have those rooms in your house where everything that you have for all the crafts.
You got to get that low voice. If you're a crafter.
If you're a crafter. But if you come here, you guys have all the supplies, which is wonderful. You guys can come here. You come with, girlfriends, do whatever you want. If you want to bring wine, you want to bring beer, whatever you want to do. And you can sit here and you can have a night where you can learn something. And if you don't excel at it, don't go buy all this stuff.
Right.
Right.
Exactly.
Especially because how many times have we had somebody that says, "Oh my God, I really want to try this," and you're like, okay, I'll do it with you, but like I don't want to do it, right? So what your thing might not be my thing, right? And so I have a friend, Maddie. She is great at glass painting and crocheting and all those things, right? I am not. So I have a very different skill set.
Fair enough.
Absolutely.
So we're at 16 and a half minutes.
Okay.
Do I want to bring anybody else in, or are we just having a good conversation? We're good.
I don't know. I mean, we should definitely ask Miss Amanda to come over.
Go ahead and do one of these. And we're back with our next amazing guest. Go ahead.
Yeah, Amanda with Gray Rose Art.
Yeah.
And she makes the amazing earrings that you saw on Shannon as well as on you.
Yes.
And so you are one of the amazing vendors here at Colliope.
I feel very blessed to be a vendor here at Colliope.
So tell us about your earrings. I was looking at your earrings. I was looking at everybody else's earrings. And tell me, what's your vibe? Everybody has a vibe.
Right. My vibe, somebody called my stuff chunky yet delicate. Okay. And I said, that fits me. I dig that. I'm all about that. I was called chunky,
or they said skinny with the right amount of curves. And I was like, that's another word for chunky.
You know what, though? I'll take it. My vibe's a little funky, a little mythical, a little dark, a little funky, a little fun. I just want someone to have fun and feel like, yes, I love these earrings. I feel good today.
Well, earrings can be conversation starters.
What would be the perfect earrings for Wesley Sorce of the Tucson Tasty Show?
Ooh. For you, I mean, you're very Arizona vibe.
Yes.
So I would go with maybe a flag. And I know I hate to say that, but right now with what you're going, like a little 4th of July vibe is like vibing right now with me.
It's okay. I was in the Air Force for 6 years, so we're good with that.
Or some macrame to go with the hat.
Macrame would be awesome. Macrame earrings would be so amazing,
right?
It's funny you bring up the hat. We actually just got a new sponsor, Arizona Hatters, over on Campbell.
Yeah.
And we went in there yesterday, not expecting anything other than, hey, I need a refresh on my hat. And the owner handed me a new hat.
Oh yeah, that's a full vibe.
And so we've got their commercial tomorrow. You got to check it out on the radio during the show. But it's just. It is so blessed to be in Tucson with such a supportive community.
Well, I think it's also unique because I remember a couple weeks ago you were saying that there are different hat makers, but a lot of them don't carry every size. And because you have a unique size.
Huge.
Yeah.
I have a big head too.
I didn't say yeah to that. I meant yeah to it's different.
It happens. Oh, poor Shannon.
It looks perfect on you.
So they're located at, they're on Campbell. They're amazing. So you can actually go in there and you can sit down, and they'll actually have blanks, and they'll actually form the hat and to your head and everything else, and they'll give it whatever style you want.
The whole experience.
The whole experience.
Nice.
And
it's a very summer vibe. So if you guys want to do the summer vibe thing, you guys can go there and get an amazing sun hat.
But what I was thinking is, if you're going to do like some of the cool stuff, like if you do a band for me, I'll wear it.
Okay. Cool.
All right. This is fun talk right here.
Right.
But we got to make sure your logo's on there, because we got the logos on the hats.
I'm not
we got the
I get a little shy about
there.
my logo.
Why is that?
It represents you.
I know, but I want to be like, just a little wallflower maybe.
Yeah, wallflowers don't sell things though. We want to
they
make you money.
And my earrings are they anything but wallflowery.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You don't have little, dots of earrings. Like I have little dots of earrings. Okay.
I sell those, but
my earrings are so small you can't even see them.
Yes, it's called a freckle.
Because they're not there.
They're not even gauges. They're like microscopic gauges.
So for me, my soap company is Dirty Cactus Soap and Gifts.
Nice.
And my whole theme is Tucson, right? So I have Gem Show, I have Rodeo, I have, obviously saguaros and, cacti and sunsets and, beautiful things like that. And my ears hated earrings for the longest time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, absolutely hated them.
Okay.
And so I had bought a pair of really nice earrings and they were great. And then inevitably, as they do, I lost them. And so I got them done, and they actually had to stretch one of my holes out because my ear just didn't want to hold the hole.
Right.
I've had my ears pierced since I was 13.
Right.
But I really want a good pair of earrings. So same question, but for me.
Well, yours would be easy because we got that cactus, that Saguaro cactus, and for Dirty Cactus Soap logo.
Oh, that's cool.
We just do that, but we can do maybe some oil rubbed brass or something.
Oh yeah, but I carry a whole rainbow metal line.
Oh,
and that would vibe so well with your short hair and this really fun teal with pop. And I even have these cool saguaro with micas on them over there right now. Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna look at that.
Mica powder is like my jam.
I love mica.
Anything holographic is like where I want to live.
We can totally have mica talk later because I have a whole couple drawers full of mica.
Yes.
Ooh.
See, I'm telling you, crafters, this is my happy place.
I know.
I can stay in here all day and have conversations.
Yeah, the stuff I have at my house that I'll never use, that I just love to look at.
If you would like to,
we should have a swap.
Totally. We could totally have a crafter swap. Because we don't ever want to get rid of our stuff because we paid money, but if I know that you could make something out of it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So do you have one of your logos? You got me really interested now.
I do on my cards over there.
Always have my stickers handy.
I have a sticker for you too of my art. So we'll do a trade. It'll be a love fest.
Very cool. Yay. I mean, I love this shop only because of the fact that if you like earrings, great, but you might not be someone who wants to, etch on wood or paint wood, right?
Right.
But here, everything kind of meets. So you can come here for your snacks, you can come here for coffee. I guarantee you're going to come for one, though, and you're going to leave with more than one thing.
So I have a question for you then. And just to stay with the Tasty Show brand, if you will, what is the one thing you can't live without in your kitchen? And this is my guest co-host, permanent guest co-host, Cody Peck's question that he always has to ask all the chefs. Okay. So I've got to ask everybody else.
So a domestic goddess, I am not.
Okay. So the one thing that you need is
I need wasabi always.
Oh my gosh, yes.
And roasted red pepper.
There we go.
Those two things, and I'm okay. I can pretty much cook with those two things.
Fair.
Super.
Do you roast your own red peppers?
So I know how to do it, but I need an open flame.
Yeah.
So because I used to work at a restaurant, and so we learned how to roast these red peppers, and now I know how to do it and get them off.
Super easy.
Yeah. There's a little thing that I got at a farmer's market.
But you don't have an open flame?
I don't have a gas.
Let's talk about flamethrowers after we go off air because we have some amazing things for you.
You're gonna let me play with fire, right? Things are getting
it's 4th of July. It's a fire holiday, right?
Yeah.
No, but I was gonna say is I have a little dish that has the little stabby things out. They're like ceramic, beautiful painted ones, and you can take wasabi or garlic or onion and you roll them like this, and it just shreds them into a little.
You know who does that?
So amazing.
Zio Pepe does that with their bread, their fresh bread. You go over there and you order the bread, and they take it and they rub the garlic clove right in front of you, and then they just pour olive oil over the top.
Yes,
a little, and then they have salt on the dish, so you can sprinkle the salt right over the top.
Yeah.
And then you have the garlic, salt, olive oil, and
Oh, yeah.
It's so fun.
Oh, yeah. Little garlic, little brie, little toast.
Have you been to Zio Pepe?
Yes. It's delightful.
Love Zio Pepe.
We love food.
Yes.
we love food.
You should follow the Tucson Tasty Show. I know, because it's all the upcoming dishes of the Tucson local chefs, and then actually they just started a TV show, actually. So on KGON 9, they're going to be TV shows.
Yeah, but the Zio Pepe episode we just recorded last week.
Okay, cool.
And we were at Thunder Bacon Burger on Wednesday.
And that's a Lindy guy, right?
Yes, Chef Lindy.
Yes.
Of Thunder Bacon Burger. And he actually was donut bar as well. So he actually...
Oh my gosh, my son is a donut freak. We love that place.
He came up with all the recipes and everything else for the burgers. Donut bar's gone, but but he never left. Chef Lindy just took over the space, and now he's doing Thunder Bacon Burger, and it's absolutely incredible. And his smash burgers are something else with the Vera Earl premium beef that they serve. These patties go on, and if you use the wrong meat, like high fat content, and you're doing one of those smash burgers. This is Chef Lindy's words. They'll evaporate, and you don't get that with the Vera Earl beef because it's dry aged for 21 days. So all the unnecessary moisture leaves, and you get just that wonderful marbled fat, and the ground beef is like biting into a ribeye steak. It's just absolutely incredible.
I'm hungry now.
No, I had an itch. Sorry.
No, we can all just sit right now. It's fine.
All together now.
Yeah, there we go. Let's just wipe off the sweat from the 111 degrees.
We're not cooking burgers.
No, we're not. We're not today.
Just thinking about him making me sweat.
Some grilled onion.
And he has a Kush. The Kush is raspberry chipotle sauce, and he puts it on the top or the bottom, and then on the top.
Yeah.
And you bite into it, and you get that hot and that sweet.
Oh, and that's delightful.
And I think he kicked me off his grill, but it's all good. That's the fourth restaurant I've been kicked out of in the last month.
They wouldn't even let me in.
I'm just going to camp. See, you with restaurants, me with craft stores.
There we go.
She might have to kick me out.
It's a perfect union.
Yes. And but you got to check it out. July 6th is the premiere date. Ads will start running July 1st, and we're gonna have some release parties around town. If all you have to do is go to thetastyshow.com, thetastyshow.com. It's not spelt weird, it's TASTY, like the song for anyways. And actually, I don't know if I can get this to actually play.
IE. Right?
Nope, I can't get it. It won't poke. All right, never mind.
No poking for you.
None.
I'll play it for you afterwards. But thetastyshow.com, and go to the events, see where we're going to be at, because we're actually doing restaurant takeovers. We go in, we help them serve all day.
That's
we
fun.
help them cook. I literally do everything in the kitchen that they'll let me do. I'm avoiding the dish pit, but it's okay.
That's where you get to smell real good.
Yeah, no. It's I did dishes at a coffee shop for a month. That's how long I lasted. But at the end of the day, we're there to get the chef's story out, and that's the whole goal.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, supporting
because
local.
there's some great Tucson chefs.
There really are.
Some great. I mean, they're literally world renowned, and nobody talks about them. I mean, these chefs with the City of Gastronomy literally travel the world. And in fact, we have today in China, Chef Travis from the parish is in China, representing us on the international level once again. And they're doing. We have some exchange chefs too, don't we? Okay, well they didn't come yet, so they're probably going to bring him back with them. But I don't know. But
they just put him in their suitcase. Come back to Tucson.
Imagine
Please don't put anybody in a
amazing
suitcase.
ideas that are going to come from that.
We do not endorse the suitcase travel buddies,
or all the spices and all the awesome things that you can get. When I went to Turkey, they have that beautiful spice market in the bazaar, and I got all the deliciousness that I could possibly take back.
We have a ton of spices here that are delightful. That lemon pepper one thing, I love that little salt. Ooh. Oh, it's so good.
Goodness.
So again, we're here at Colliope. We're on Silver Lake and Grant.
Silver Bell and Grant.
Silver Bell, not Silver Lake.
So we're just north of Grant on Silver Bell, and you put it in your GPS. It'll take you right to the location. But just in case, not me. But I use an Apple. Anyways, sorry.
What? The dark side.
So what? The address, really quick.
2706 North Silver Bell Road, Suite 3140. 2706 North Silver Bell Road, Suite 3140.
Beautiful.
Awesome.
And
come shop.
Come shop, yes.
Come shop, come make.
Yeah.
Follow them on all the social media and everything, because she's always posting a beautiful furniture that she's redoing, and then you can be on the know when the workshops open up as well.
Absolutely.
And since they go fast.
Yep, all local
and stay
vendors.
Cool, because here
So
they actually have really good air conditioning. So during the entire summer, when it's hot as heck outside, come here, do something with family, friends, whatever. But they have a great space that you can do it, and you can stay cool while it.
Yeah, we are allowed to keep it at a certain temperature in here.
Awesome.
Beautiful. Well, I'm Wesley Sorce, your host of the Tucson Tasty Show, and this is a Coffee with the Tasty Show brought to you by Dirty Cactus Soaps and Gifts. And we'll see you next week on another coffee pop-up, and we'll see what we have next week for the coffee. I mean, we're super excited to be out in Tucson, and come and get some stickers. We have some amazing stickers now provided by Allegra Marketing, Print and Mail, and there's some really great people over there. You got to go to Park and 22nd to get those. But as always, stay tasty, Tucson.